with lot of love. I remember Baba. Baba is our parents, teacher and Sadguru. Take power from Baba, love from Baba, and share that with all the souls who are asking for spiritual help, asking for Baba's light and might, Sakash. So, in remembrance of Baba, I share Baba's love, light, and power with the souls. Some call us, and we share with them Baba's love and Sakash, but also for all the souls who need some help from Baba. So I have to accumulate and also then to share Sakash. This is the time of the settling of karmic accounts for the whole world. So I pay attention to increase my remembrance, stay on this journey of remembrance, and burn all the sins of my past births, so that alloy from the soul is removed. So that soul can pull Baba's power. This is the time to use my thoughts, time for accumulating power of yoga and share from your stock of power. This is most charitable act at this time. So I take this tea from Baba.
हमारी मेडिटेशन पहले हमें ये सिखाती कि सेल्फ को पहले सोचो, पहले स्वयं को देखो, पीछे दूसरों को देखो। जैसे कि देखो, अंगुली भी उठाओ तो 4 अंगुली खुद की आती, तब 1 अंगुली दूसरे को होती। तो 4 अंगुलियों जितना खुद को देखो। तो मेरे स्वयं के मन में सचमुच कहाँ तक जजमेंट है, जो मैं ऐसा बनूं जो सबको धर्मराज की बराबर से जजमेंट दूं। अथवा दूसरा, हम मानती हूँ जजिस को कि इस टाइम प्रेजेंट एक तो दशहरा गया, दशहरा आ रहा है, फिर उसके बाद दीपावली आनी है। दशहरा अर्थात रावण को जलाना, पर रावण कौन है? सबके पास 5 विकारों रूपी रावण बैठा है। इतने तक जो उनको 10 शीश दिया है, 20 भुजा। तो ऐसा बुराइयों का रावण जिसको जलाते हैं, तो मैं आप सभी से छोटी बात पूछती हूँ, गलती हो तो माफ करना। पहले हर एक स्वयं हमारे भ्राता सुनाओ कि हर एक ने अपने मन का रावण जलाया है। आज आप सब इस सभा में आए हो, रावण रूपी विकारों को जलाओ। उसका नाम है मेडिटेशन सच्ची। जब रावण जले तब फिर सच्ची राम राज आवे, जिसकी यादगार दीपावली है। जिस दीपावली पर चाहे श्री लक्ष्मी नारायण का पूजन होता, लक्ष्मी का, चाहे राम की राज कहो, जिसे राम राज की सब बापूजी आज कामना। तो क्या आज हम आप सभी जजेस से, जो कहा हमें बहुत बहुत खुशी है, कहूँ प्रतिज्ञा कर सकते? आप लोग सबसे प्रतिज्ञा कराते कोर्ट में, तुमने ये रॉन्ग किया, अभी कहो मैं नहीं करूँगा, माफ करूँ न करूँ। पर शिव बाबा कहता है, हे मेरे धर्मराजों, आज आप इस सभा में ये प्रतिज्ञा कर सकते कि हम प्रैक्टिकल में मन से ही और कर्म से भी रावण को जला देते, सच्ची प्यूरिटी की जीवन ले जाते। जब प्यूरिटी लियो तब ही पीस एंड प्रॉस्पेरिटी मिले। तो क्या ऐसी रावण की अग्नि जलाओ, तो फिर अभी आप मोमबत्तियाँ जलाओ, जलाया, मैं फिर भी जलाने के लिए देती। फिर हम आत्मा रूपी दीपक ऐसा सच्चा जला के जाओ, जो सच्ची सच्ची जजमेंट ऐसी दियो जैसे राम के अथवा श्री नारायण की यादगार दिवाली है, तो जज ऐसी जजमेंट दो कि हम धर्मराज के चेयर पर है अथवा राम की सीट पर है अथवा नरसे नारायण की सीट पर है, तो जो न मन में न कर्म में ऐसी प्योर परफेक्ट संपन्न शुद्ध जीवन खुद की बनाओ, फिर कोर्ट में अपना जजमेंट दो।
Shanti, welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today is day 28. Murli, Source of Truth. Bharat, Pure Kingdom. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Daddy Prakashmani has so much authority of purity and truth that in every conference, this was conference of lawyers and judges, and she's asking them to burn the Ravan from within first and then make judgment. And also make judgment like Dharamraj. Very interesting that how she can be challenging to them. But also when Dadi was mentioning to burn Ravan from the mind and ignite the lamp for the kingdom of Rama, I was really feeling that's what we are doing and we have to do so that the kingdom of Ravan finishes and kingdom of God or kingdom of Rama begins, right? That was my feeling listening to Dadi. And that's what I think all the ancestor souls are inspiring us to do, and we will do. Since last night, I am so fascinated with those whole concept of God being purifier. In Hindi, they call it Patit Pavan. Patit is like sinful soul, and Pavan is pure soul. So purity is most important quality to become karmatit or to be a soul of perfection or even the eternal self. There is purity. Now we conquer the five vices, which I think we are doing it and we have done to large extent. And then we become destroyer or conqueror of sinful actions. Because I conquered vices, so there is no anger, greed in a gross way or a big way. But whatever actions I have done from the past, so there are still sanskars, or we call it the traces of vices. So they appear from time to time. And it is only through remembrance of Baba or power of yoga that we can burn what we call as our past sinful actions, what we call as a Vikarmanjit, conqueror of sinful actions. But then the third stage where I have to become Sato Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan, become Sato, and that is through journey of remembrance. So fire of yoga for sinful actions. And then during day, anytime I'm on journey of remembrance. And that will take away the alloy from the soul. It burns the alloy. So I become Sato, not only Sato, but like Baba said, have power of yoga, accumulate power of yoga, because that will be needed most, not only for myself to help other souls, even for Baba's task. Like there are challenges these days of health of Baba's children. It could be the physical resources or many, many challenges will come. So what is needed is power of yoga. Today, and I listened to Murli in the morning and I had been thinking, what is accumulation of power of yoga? And as Baba said, you all will need that power of yoga more and more now. So it's beneficial for me because if I have power, then I can sustain myself. But even for Baba's task, there will be many difficulties. Like people are not able to come, and now we have facility. At least we connect with each other. But as there will be settling of karmic accounts more and more, and that's what is happening, right? We don't know who, when, whether through body or some with the fear in the mind, because there is so much news, so much news. Even if you hear little, that mind is really sometimes as very, very confused. And then everyone calls, I want Sakash. Please give us Sakash. So it's the time of cries, Of course, devotees do it, but even Baba's children, not crying, but they definitely request us to send them Sakash, to help them with power of yoga. So I need to accumulate, and that is simply keep remembering Baba. Now, some don't know. One is accumulation, other is use of power of yoga. For me, when there are certain karmic accounts are okay through body or relationship, but certain are very subtle, somewhere deep within. And those karmic accounts can only be uh, settled by power of yoga. And in power of yoga, the first step is, of course, purity, then silence. That means in silence really means I am not only not physically responding, but I have lot of pure feelings, pure bhavana, lot of love. So it's that kind of settling will need power of yoga. For me, if I find that if I am getting thoughts of any soul, because of whatever reason, I know as Baba said that day, that means ghost is chasing, right? So how to get rid of that? By just giving that soul of, oh, you are Baba's child, you are an angel, very, very good elevated thoughts towards that soul. So that soul receives something and things get settled. Settlement is by giving. That's what it is. No, I have debt, I have to pay off. So what I do, I avoid it. No, I say, okay, what can I do? So I send lot of pure feelings, lot of good wishes. So my silence of giving all that what I have to give. So other soul, I have a debt, so I cleared with all that. And some or other I will know. that I don't have any kind of thoughts of any concern or anything. It could be attachment or concerns. They all very, very silently stop. So at this time, to have yoga and then to accumulate power of yoga and then to use power of yoga for settling karmic accounts in a subtle way through thoughts and then also through words. Just blessings for everyone. And when it comes to yagya, I use power of yoga to support the yagya because we all of us, each one have responsibility of yagya, right? Because we are taking sustenance from yagya. It's our yagya, right? So I have responsibility and that I can fulfill now through power of yoga. And then when soul becomes like becoming pavan or pure or satopradhan through remembrance, and then the capacity to do charitable actions come. Because Baba says you have to be a charitable soul. So there are donors and, I remember when we came and in India it's very easy, whatever they write on Baba's Bhandari. And when we came, so Tari Janki said, God doesn't take donations. God doesn't want anyone's donation. Said, but this is how people relate now. Not only relate, but some still give Baba as a donation, right? They will say, oh, I have to just give something. But those who are air souls, they don't give donations, right? They say it's Baba's, and Baba has to use it. But then we said, okay, Dadi, what about contribution? She agreed hesitantly because we couldn't find what to write on box now. She said, just write Baba's box. You all don't have to write. But then we made her agree that we will write contributions, right? So charitable souls are the pure souls, right? So whatever way we uh, share our responsibility to support Yagya. Yes, some of us are able to support through contribution or through wealth. But there are a lot of those who seva through the body. Any kind of karma yoga they will do. I remember when Brother Charlie was once sharing, or Brother Ken, when they went in the beginning, they didn't have money. So they asked Dadi Janki, can we clean this yard from the front? Can we do some kind of karma yoga outside? Because his house was very small. And Dadi said, okay. And they started doing karma yoga by cleaning the front garden and whatever plantation was needed. I remember there was some other brothers, one or two. So they will, wherever we have exhibition, they will help us to clean, put up exhibition. So it's like seva, karma yoga through the body. Right. And third important one is actually power of yoga. So we do charitable. Our heart, charitable person has a generous heart and doesn't have any subtle desires of recognition. Oh, this one gave so much. Other places, when they do donation, they announce this much. And here, it's all incognito. Baba used to say, if one hand gives, other one shouldn't know. That means it's all incognito. So charitable soul is generous soul and will not only think of fulfillment of what I need. Like our Dadi Janki, so known for generous heart, charitable heart. It's like thinking first of others, and then of course I will also get it. But some they just live for, I get everything, I am comfortable, I am okay. But with whatever I do, what about others? Are they comfortable too or no? So charity is considered to be a very, very elevated actions, right? Someone said we didn't receive some or other. Oh, we want to say hundreds of masks for your organization. And some are still stitching in Mexico, some places where they have good material. They keep stitching masks and say, oh, we want to send it to different places. So whatever is needed by family, by community, by society, sharing that is also a charitable action. And of course, Baba says the most important thing is to give Baba's introduction is highest charity. Now, how we give that introduction, maybe now we give card of blessing. We should create a card in which very briefly we say God is one and something. Baba said, give true introduction of Baba. And also inspire them at this time, like Dadi Janki told them, to burn the Ravan from inside, become pure. Because it's the purity which will bring the power. And whole world needs support of purity at this time. Lot of big Ravans everywhere. But how can we burn them is with power of yoga, giving introduction of Baba, and of course uh, supporting God's task in any way, in all different ways, is the highest charity of this time. So, and of course, then charitable soul also is considered to be a very religious person, right? This is not external charity, just giving money, but it's from the pure souls. So we keep that awareness and become pure from Purifier Father. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Didis. Now we will get to our practice point for tomorrow's Murli. Would like to invite dear brother Ken. Welcome.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Mummy Ben. Om Shanti. Om Shanti, everyone. Om Shanti, Didi. I was just listening to you now, and I love this idea of the power of yoga being sort of a mix of purity and silence. And of course, purity is the main theme and the main sustenance of the world. Baba even praises the sannyasis whose vow of celibacy was really helped the world when it was going down fast. So it is the main theme of the whole cycle. The loss of purity and the recovering of it changes everything. Both the loss of it changes things, and when we get it back again, it changes everything. The world becomes heaven. So it's such a major theme. And I was also thinking about it has come up in the last few movies, and you picked it up. And since last night, you were saying how Baba is a purifier. It's been there, and actually, he has come to purify me, and I have to allow him to do that. I can't do it myself. I can't. However intelligent I am, however many advantages I have, I can't do it by myself. I have to submit myself to Baba's work in purifying me. And that, of course, is what yoga is all about, as you said, purity and silence. Remembering today, because of the first retreats that I participated in Oxford, in GRC, was a small, I think it was an 8-day retreat we had with 8 souls, organized by Brother Mark from France, who's now left the body. But there was Brother Anthony Strano, Brother Mike. Each had one day to develop. We went through the introductory course, the foundation course. So one whole day was spent on the soul, one whole day was spent on God, one whole day was spent on meditation practice, and one whole day on the cycle and the tree and so on. And at the end of it, I think it was unanimous. We had such a deep experience. You can imagine it would be impossible to do these days, but 8 days completely immersed in the course, nothing else. Just the 8 of us. And it was such probably the most profound experience I had in my Brahmin life. One of the most profound. And there were 2 realizations in the majority. First of all, we figured out that we don't understand, we don't go into the depth of knowledge enough. Mostly we have a very shallow appreciation of knowledge, and we need to go into the depth of it to get out the real jewels. And that's good that we're paying attention to the Murlis like we are. And the other point was that our main effort is to be karma yogis, while doing our things, while going about our normal things, to remain in Baba's remembrance. And that was the theme of today's Murli. That's why I remembered. And so, and again, Baba's not just the purifier, it also has come across in the last few Murlis how he's the benefactor. And that's our job too. Our job is to purify, our job is to take benefit or bring benefit to the souls. So I just have to allow Baba to do his work, to make me benevolent and to purify me. And we have to understand, I think, and I was feeling this today, that my present situation, all of us, our present situation, whatever it is, it just reveals what sanskars are still active, what alloys are still mixed in the soul, what needs to be done. We don't have to go far to see what our sanskars are and which ones need to be changed and purified. Just have a look around. We just have to have a look around us, the condition of our lives, the condition of our relationships, our stage and so on. Then we know. I'll let Baba do the rest. So today's Murli started off with the self-checking in Amrita, to look at our faces in the mirror of our hearts, to check our purity. How pure am I? At the time of the
Om Shanti. So it seems like we got few minutes in between to do reflection. He'll be back soon. So meanwhile, we can just look at this tomorrow's Murli cloud. So many words: become, income, Baba, knowledge, religion. So let's reflect on that. So the first point is listen at the time of Murli. What shows me that I'm earning my true income?
Yeah, this is what I was thinking, that that Didi was talking about tonight, about accumulating in order to use. That's all about the income that we need from what Baba's giving us. And that's how we create our sense of wealth, and our spiritual wealth creates our prosperity. That's why Gyan is our source of income. And so we can check for that. And so the also the traffic controls. Can you read that one?
Yes. Practice at traffic controls. I check how much my face is blooming.
Yes. This is also, Baba says how, whatever's going on inside of us, it will show on our faces. So our eyes will shine and our face will be very shiny also. And so this is a good check. I was thinking that it's like Baba once said, take a photo of yourself at different times during the day. Amrit Vela, Murli, then 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And he said that every day, every time you took a photo, normally the face is different, but we should have the same blooming face the whole time. So the point for the chart to tomorrow night.
Yeah, experience for the chart. My experience of making my life valuable today.
Yeah, so the whole idea of tomorrow's Murli is to make our life and make our progress valuable. And then Amrit Bela.
Yes, I simply remember the Father from whom I received my inheritance of 21 birds.
Yeah, so it's to fill up our aprons tomorrow with the goodness of what's coming. And this is the inheritance that has to last us for so long. So we should be really thirsty tomorrow in Amrit Bela. So that's for tomorrow. Thank you so much, everyone, for your patience. As you know, Brazil is going through a lot of difficulties, and there's been a lot of oscillation in the electricity and so on. So sometimes it just gets cut off. So Om Shanti, everyone, and see you tomorrow.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Brother Ken. No problem. We understand the internet problem is not in our hands. So it's all drama. No problem. But we got the sharing from your in the beginning part. So thank you so much. And now let's do our Avakti journey. Welcome to Avakti journey, our godly family, a beautiful constellation of sparkling stars.
चलते चलते चलते
आज के संसार में रहना हिम्मत हमारी मदद भगवान और एक लोग
चलते चलते यूं ही कोई मिल गया था यूं ही कोई मिल गया था सर राह चलते चलते सर राह चलते चलते
प्यार की जिंदगी देने वाले, मुझे प्यार की जिंदगी देने वाले, कभी गम न देना खुशी देने वाले, मुझे प्यार की जिंदगी देने वाले। मोहब्बत के वादे भुला तो न दोगे, कहीं मुझसे दामन छुड़ा तो न लोगे।
Om Shanti. So interesting, right? Dadi Janki ji, you were taking flower, giving flowers. So interestingly, she's doing and sharing. It's amazing. Thank you very much. And now we will do powerful Baba's remembrance and sit together. And also, as we all know, the whole world needs Sakash from us. So request everyone to turn on your video. Let's take Drishti and share Drishti.
The good night, everyone, from Avyakti Parva. Good night.